I seen it. I just wanted you guys to trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate, but I'm perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to expose you.
That is not me, bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band, brother. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
I heard it. Me and you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it when I first got. I said, I heard you did the rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something. It's okay. It's okay. I know.
In the quiet of an ordinary afternoon, a blue siren blared to life, cutting through the hum of traffic. For Officer Henry Chapman, it was supposed to be just another routine stop, a speeding ticket, a lecture, and then on with the day. But the routine traffic stop for speeding quickly spiraled into something far more sinister. "All right, just give me a moment," said the officer casually, unaware that this moment would set off a chain of events no one could have predicted. The driver, 29-year-old Moncrief Moon, wasn't just facing a simple speeding ticket. As the officer ran his details, a deeper issue surfaced, an outstanding federal warrant for a weapons violation. "We have a warrant for your arrest," the officer stated, catching Moncrief off guard. "A warrant for what?" Moncrief asked, his voice betraying a mix of confusion and frustration. "I'll show it to you in a moment," the officer replied, intending to make the arrest without much fuss. But just as the cuffs clicked around Moncrief's wrists, a glint of green in his jacket pocket caught the officer's eye, a thick wad of $100 bills. The officer, tempted by the sight, couldn't resist pulling it out and placing it on the trunk of the car. Moncrief's eyes narrowed. "That's for my girlfriend to pay bills," he insisted, his attention now glued to the money. With Moncrief secured in the back of the squad car, the officer tossed the cash onto the passenger seat and headed to the station. It seemed like a standard procedure, but the moment they arrived at the precinct, Moncrief's suspicion escalated. "All right, I'm going to count the money for you, okay?" said Officer Henry Chapman. But Moncrief sensed something was off. His eyes darted to Officer Chapman's movements. "Can you check between his legs?" Moncrief demanded of the female officer. "I think he put some more money there."
Thank you.
That ain't my money.
That's my money. That's my money right here.
Sir, you've been watching me the whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you crumble
Sir,
it. Just count
is
it.
not me.
If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you steal.
No, sir.
If you don't mind, I just want to sit down so y'all don't try to. I don't want to do nothing. All I know for a fact is I know what I know.
The room grew tense. Chapman tried to brush off the accusations. "I haven't touched it," he protested. But
I just wanted you guys to trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate, but I'm perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to expose you.
That is not me, bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. It was no
No,
reason for you
sir.
to pop my rubber band, brother. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
I heard it. Me and you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it when I first got. I said, I heard you did the rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I just witnessed here today. Mr. Chapman went in my money. He separated my money. He was trying to steal it, and I caught him. He put it in between his legs, and as his colleagues approached me, he worked it towards the door. He tried to make it seem like I was lying. I'm not going anywhere.
No, sir.
More officers arrived, attempting to defuse the situation, but Moncrief remained adamant. "If someone takes my money, it'll be a big problem, all right?" he warned, his voice cutting through the commotion.
I don't put any allegations on him. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not using my words like to try to hurt anybody. I just know what I know. And then I don't even like the fact, but I know you guys have like special protocol. I don't even like the fact that he just tried to steal and nobody like stood up for him. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was like, okay.
Nobody saw anything
but I
that you were
seen
saying,
everything.
But nobody saw anything that you said.
I appreciate it, Mr. Morris. You his sergeant.
Yes, he is my sergeant.
Sir, I have 20/20 and I can read. I remember when you called him out, I could tell you everything he said to you. Perfect timing. This is perfect. Perfect that you called me out this time because you didn't know the protocol to how a federal warrant was supposed to be taken care of. Correct or incorrect?
That's correct. That's the reason why I called him out to ask.
But you just separate. Whoa, so what was the purpose of you separating my money while you gave her money, while you just watched her count my money out in full? Because you just wasted you wasted an evidence folder. Because now she has to rewrite a totally different number. So if I would have agreed to the number that I didn't know when she asked me, then I would have been like, ridiculed or seen as a liar or something. That's why I didn't answer your question, man, because I said that I had just went to Wendy's. I believe that's my receipt. I only ordered a 10-piece nugget and I ordered like a fry and something to drink, so I didn't know the actual amount of the money. All I know is when my girlfriend got off work at 5 o'clock, I was supposed to give her that money for the rest of the bills and she was going to get her car back. I was in a car with this week, that's why I wasn't in my own car, man. That was my girlfriend's car, Diamond Alexander. That's why when you initially pulled me over, and y'all probably have my phones, you can see the call record. I called her at like 4 or something to let her know, babe, I'm being pulled over in your car. In my eyes, I thought it was going to be for the T-tag, the temporary tag thing, the sticker.
Another officer opened the driver's side door. It was like an ATM had just spit out cash. Blue $100 bills spilled out from the door's compartment. Everyone froze. "Do you see anything?" the female officer asked. "Yeah," came the reply. "There's a stack of hundreds right there behind that receipt." Moncrief's face tightened. "That's my money," he shouted. "You didn't have that before." Chapman's face turned pale. "That's not me. I didn't touch it," he stammered. But the evidence spoke otherwise. $900 had been tucked inside the driver's side door, leaving little room for denial. Moncrief, refusing to let Chapman off the hook, pressed further. "You separated my money. You tried to steal it, and I caught you." The scene escalated. Chapman was led to a private room, his gun confiscated, and officers surrounded him with questions. The officer, once so sure of himself, now seemed to crumble under the pressure. "That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry," he muttered, his defiance melting away. In another room, a supervisor spoke to Moncrief, his voice solemn. "Right is right, wrong is wrong," he said, removing Moncrief's cuffs as a gesture of justice. But the twist didn't end there. It wasn't Moncrief walking out shackled that day. It was Officer Chapman. Following an internal investigation, Chapman was arrested and charged with embezzlement. The officer, who had denied everything until the bitter end, resigned from the force the next day. And in a final twist, he took an offered plea, allowing him to maintain his innocence while accepting punishment. A minimum of 2 years probation and a mandatory cognitive behavioral intervention course. In a story where a speeding violation turned into an arrest over an outstanding warrant, it was ultimately greed that led to a downfall, turning the tables in the most unexpected way. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Your support means a lot and helps us continue creating more content for you.